Did you know electric cars can apparently be good for your love life? I remember reading a story once that claimed people are more likely to date someone if they drive an electric car. Not convinced? No, neither am I. But I do think there's a lot to love about electric cars themselves. And here are 5 of my favourite things. Now, first up, my favourite thing about electric cars, regenerative braking, which I know sounds a bit geeky and complicated, but it's actually really simple, and it is also quite addictive. So this is how it works. In a conventional car, when you want to slow down, you press the brake pedal and things rub together to make the car stop. All that precious energy that you use to get the car up to speed is lost. But in a car with an electrified powertrain, you can recover some of that energy. When you lift off the accelerator or press the brake, the electric motor instantly switches to become a generator. Now that slows the car down, but it also creates electricity, which is fed into the battery to be used again. So that's how it works. But why do I love it so much? Well, I guess it's the simplicity of it, but mainly the fact that I am quite frugal at heart and I like anything that saves me a bit of money. And regenerative braking takes something valuable that would otherwise have been wasted: energy. And we all know how expensive that is at the moment.
Nissan electric cars, like this Ariya, go one stage further with the e-pedal step. When this is engaged, it allows one-pedal driving in most situations. When you want to accelerate, you push the pedal as normal. And to slow down, you just release the accelerator and the car will slow down to 6 miles per hour.
I also personally think that it's made me more aware as a driver because I anticipate my braking far more. And the more you use it, the better you get at doing it and the more energy you save.
Interestingly, regenerative braking is a feature that isn't only available across Nissan's 100% electric range. You can also find it on their hybrid, mild hybrid and e-power cars too.
Oh, I don't love winter mornings, and generally your car won't either. Now, with a petrol or diesel car, you need to sit in the driver's seat shivering away, waiting for the heater to warm things up and demist the windows. But with an electric car like the Ariya, you do all that from the comfort and warmth of your armchair by using the app.
The Nissan Connect Services app, available on some models, will talk to your car and enable you to schedule your climate control remotely. You can also lock and unlock the doors and check your car's charging status.
Which means that while you're still in bed or enjoying your morning cuppa, the car will gently warm itself up to a temperature that you've set. It's good for you. I mean, who doesn't love an extra 10 minutes in bed and a warm, toasty car? But it's also good for your car's range because you're taking power from the grid rather than from the battery to warm and defrost your car whilst it's still plugged in. Cheers to that. Just imagine turning up at a hotel and along with those free little bottles of shampoo and conditioner and the free biscuits, the owner fills your car with petrol for free. Wouldn't that be great?
Now that might seem like a dream, but for electric car drivers, it's already a reality. At the last count, there's over 5,000 places across the UK where you could get a free charge.
And if you happen to live in Scotland, then I am envious. Not just because it is a very beautiful place, but also because there's around 1,500 free charging points in Scotland alone.
Some of these UK-wide points are provided by local authorities who would like to encourage us to use more electric cars. Others are offered by businesses who want to attract your custom. Although we would caution that you only make use of that if you're actually supporting the business concerned.
Or you might be one of the lucky ones who have the opportunity to use free workplace charging. And did you know that you currently aren't taxed on that benefit if you are? Who doesn't love a few free miles? Even the most refined and well-engineered cars with a petrol or diesel engine will have noise and vibrations. We just accept it as part of driving. But when you get into an electric car like this Nissan Ariya, it's almost silent. In fact, it's so quiet without the sound of the engine that it means that you do hear other noises more. So Nissan uses special parts for elements like the glass and the wiper motors to make sure that nothing disturbs the peace. There are no vibrations coming through the pedals, no jerks from gear changes, or whistles from turbos or barking exhausts. It's just quiet and comfortable, and getting into an electric car instantly makes me feel relaxed.
Think about all the things we use every day that are powered by electricity. You just switch them on and they work straight away.
Well, it's the same with the motor in an electric car. All of the torque is available as soon as you press the accelerator pedal, so you don't have to rev the engine or wait for a turbo. The power is there instantly.
What that means in practice is that the car is easier to drive when you're pulling away, especially up slopes. But it also means it feels really responsive, even at very low speeds.
And when you see someone experience that responsiveness of an electric car for the first time, they do tend to grin. Something that's known in the trade as the EV smile. I can still remember the first time I experienced it in the Nissan Leaf. So, I might not be convinced that electric cars make you luckier in love, but I do think they make you smile more, and they come with plenty of benefits that you'll be sure to fall in love with.